Welcome back. So in this video we'll be talking about intersite connectivity. So we'll test between these virtual machines whether they are connected or not. So if we talk about previous videos, we have created two different regions. Two different regions in which this is belongs to East US and this is belongs to Central US. So again, like we have added these VMs inside these virtual networks, VM 0, 1 and 2, and then in the next video we have created the local peering for these two networks. So in this VM 0, in this virtual network we have connected the connection between 0 and 1, and from here we have connected from 1 to 0. So that should be vice versa, so that it can be connected here. So we have connected we have established this connection, and the other one is global peering. So from this network we have connected to VM2, so 0 to 2 as well as 2 to 0. So if we check 2, we will be having two different connections, and we have two different connections. And if we check even this, we have two different connections, because for this we have local connection, and for this it's two different global connections. I hope you guys understood what I said. So if I tell you once more, so since it's connected to two different virtual networks, which is 0 and 1, so it will be having two peering connections. So even for these networks it will be having two different peering connections, because the one is for the local and one is for the global. So this is connected to this one, so 1, and this is connected to even the global, so 1 plus 1, which is 2. So similarly for this particular network, so this is connected to this one, and similarly this is connected to this one. So that is the reason we have two peering connections. So you can go and check. So if I go back here, so if I go back to VNet 0, and if I go back to peering, so you can see we have 0 to 1 and 0 to 2. So we have two connections. If I go back here and if I go back to the 1, so similarly we'll be having two connections. One is for the local and one is for the global. Whereas if you go back to the two connections are related to global connections. So there is no local peering for that. So these two are connected to other networks, which is 0 and 1, which are in East US. So Central US is connected to East US. Saying that, let's go back, and now we have to test the connections. For that we have to connect to that virtual machines. So if I go back here, let's go back. So here you can see we have different virtual machines, 0, 1 as well as 2. So from 1 we'll try to connect to, from 0 we'll try to connect to 1, and from 0 we'll try to connect to 2. So we'll see whether the connection is established or not, whether our local peering as well as global is working properly or not. So for that you need to click VM 0 initially, and there is an option called connect. So if you click connect, this is three different options, RDP, SSH and Vision. So right now I'm going with RDP. So when you click RDP, there will be a file that you need to download, and when you download it, so you need to click the username and password that you have used in the first lab, the templates. So if you don't remember it, so if I go back here, so you can see there is a parameters JSON file. Click that. So this is the student, and username is this particular user, the value, the password. So if I go back here, so you have to download it and use these credentials to log into your virtual machine. So I've already done, just to save some time. So if I go back here, so this is the virtual machine 0. So now you have to open the PowerShell. So if I go back here, let's click the PowerShell, and now we have to test the connection. So for that there is a command called test connection over the port 3389. So if I copy and paste this, where is it? Oh shit, yeah. So it's checking whether we are able to connect to it or not. So basically the IP is the private IP of VM1. So you can see we were successfully able to connect it for the VM1. So this is the private IP of VM1, and if we try to connect with the VM2, now we are trying to do it with global peering. Oh shit, yeah. So this is the IP of the second virtual machine. So you can verify this with let's see, it's 10.51.04. So if you go back here, and if you go back to the virtual network virtual machine 1, you can see this is the public, so you can see the private IP. So these are the private IPs that we have used there, and we were able to successfully connect, and the connection is established properly. So now let's connect with VM2. So if I go back here, where is VM2? Yeah, sorry, VM1. So from VM1 we have to establish the connection from whether it's working properly or not. For that, click RTP and download this. So I have not downloaded this. I only downloaded the first one. So let me delete the VM1. So I don't need it right now because we have successfully established the connection. So using those passwords, you can see we have got a prompt. Click that, and now we are able to successfully connect to our virtual machine, which is in the other network. So we need one. So for that, let's test the connection. So yeah, we have got this, and now we have to go to the PowerShell. However, from VNet 0 to 1, we have properly established the connection. So let's check whether the global is working properly or not. So if I minimize this, well, where is the start button? One second. Let me open the PowerShell and bring back PowerShell. Yeah. So we are back in this PowerShell, and we are trying to connect. Let's copy and paste this. So as you remember, this is the private IP of VM2. So it should be positive. So you can see it's true. Like we were able to establish the connection between VM1 and VM2. So the global is working correctly. So you can test the VM02. So you can use the same command, but I need to search for VM. If I go back here, where is VM0? There you go. So IP is 50 point. So it's 50.04. Yeah, just wanted to confirm. So 50 point. So click 0. Shit. Let's go back. Let's 50.04. So yes, we were able to connect. So we have successfully tested the intersite connectivity. So because another connection was made to the remote computer, so yeah, I think there is no need right now because we have successfully tested the connection. So yeah, so we have properly implemented this whole architecture. So this is how we have to perform this. So we have implemented the intersite connectivity. Hope you guys have understood the concept. If you have liked the video, please click the like button below, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, and please share the video. And if you have any doubts, please do in the comment section. Thank you.